This title wasn't written, it would deliver. Understand this with your spirit. The words you are seeing right now are not human chance, they are a divine interception. Only today has been spoken into your path because heaven itself has set a window of alignment that cannot be ignored. This is not about yesterday, nor about tomorrow. It is about now. A sacred urgency surrounds you, and you were guided here as a direct act of intervention. Here is a shift unfolding that cannot wait, and the Father of Lights has commanded that I, Michael, speak into your present moment. You have felt the stirring, the unexplainable pull, the sense that you are on the edge of something greater yet shadowed by something unseen. And here, beloved one, I break the silence. This is no ordinary season. This is a divine crossing, a threshold moment, and the words you are hearing are the signposts confirming what your soul has whispered. You are being intercepted because you are about to face the test that determines the release of your next season. The test is not punishment, it is permission. It is the key, the unlocking, the doorway. Do not think this message is casual. It is not information, it is visitation. You were summoned. Heaven aligned this moment, and your guardians, your ancestors, and the angels that watch over you stand in agreement as this word reaches you. The urgency is not to frighten you, but to awaken you. For too long, the interference has lingered. The delay has pressed upon your destiny, but today marks the unveiling. This is your confirmation. The test is near, the breakthrough is close, and the shift is now. Type 111 in the comments to seal this alignment and declare, I receive this divine interception. You're not imagining this. The weight you feel in this very moment, the pressure in your chest, the tingling down your arms, the sudden stillness in the room. These are not coincidences. This is your divine interruption. I, Michael, Archangel of war and protection, stand before you now to announce what heaven has decided. You have not stumbled here. You have been summoned. This is not entertainment. This is not chance. This is not random. It is divine orchestration. The heavens have broken through the noise of your life to speak with clarity and fire. You are about to face the test that unlocks your next season. Hear me with your spirit. You are being intercepted because your destiny is at the edge of release. A prophetic window has opened over your life. A countdown has already begun, and the alignment is unfolding whether you feel ready or not. You were not meant to carry on blindly, hoping for clarity in the midst of confusion. No, you were meant to receive this message at this exact hour, because time is pressing and the veil is thinning. Heaven will not let you be blindsided by what is coming. You are being prepared, warned, and fortified so that when the test appears, you will not fail. The truth is this: your path hath been marked by interferences, disguised voices, and spiritual noise. That is why you've felt the conflict within your heart, why you've wrestled with uncertainty and delay. But this moment, the one you are living right now, is the divine answer to that wrestle. It is the sacred voice breaking through, declaring, enough. You will no longer stumble in darkness, for heaven is shining a light upon your feet. I declare over you that this word is not optional. It is not for your comfort, but for your liberation. This word is an assignment. So pause. Breathe. Know this with certainty. This is a visitation. You were meant to be here, to hear this now. Every distraction that tried to pull you away from this moment failed because this message is written into your destiny. The atmosphere around you is shifting as you listen. Yes, even now angels are encamping around you, shielding you from the interference that would attempt to distort or dismiss these words. For what is being delivered to your spirit is not a warning of fear but a preparation of strength. You are not weak. You are not abandoned. You are chosen. And I say to you, beloved, the test is not meant to break you. It is meant to prove you. What is ahead will feel like confrontation, but in truth, it is confirmation. What appears as resistance will be revealed as permission. This is why you had to be here, why the heavens insisted this word reach you today. You are standing at the precipice of your next season, and the keys are already in your hands. Heaven only waits for you to recognize what is unfolding and to stand firmly in your power. Type 333 in the comments and declare aloud, I am summoned. I am ready. I will pass the test. You have felt it, though you may not have named it. There has been an interference in your life, an unseen hand, an unspoken weight, an invisible drain. This force did not come crashing in loudly. It crept in quietly, disguised as something harmless, even appearing as help. But I, Michael, am here to unmask what has been operating against you in the shadows. This was not confusion. It was calculation. This was not weakness on your part. It was sabotage designed to delay your release. Think back to the moments when you felt your strength vanish without cause, when joy drained suddenly after speaking with someone, when clarity turned into chaos in the space of a single conversation. These were not coincidences. There was an energy working through familiar faces, through voices of influence, through connections you thought were aligned, but in truth, they were feeding from you rather than feeding you. Their smile masked envy. Their advice cloaked control. Their presence carried manipulation. And though they appeared harmless, they were draining your anointing, siphoning your peace, and planting seeds of doubt into the soil of your faith. Hear me, heaven never ignores betrayal. When you cried out in confusion, wondering why patterns of delay repeated, why opportunities slipped through your hands, why doors opened but quickly shut again, the answer was this: an interference had wrapped itself around your path, pretending to be light while working in shadow. But take courage, for what was hidden is being exposed. The interference is losing its mask. The false alliance is unraveling. And this very message is your confirmation that your spirit was not wrong. That uneasiness you felt was not paranoia. It was discernment. Your soul knew the truth long before your mind caught up. Beloved one, betrayal is painful, but understand this: betrayal is divine exposure in disguise. It is heaven's way of removing what cannot travel with you into the next season. Do not waste energy mourning those who are being revealed, for they were never meant to carry your destiny. Their role was temporary, and heaven is cutting the cords. The interference was real, but it has no authority to define you. Its power was always borrowed, its assignment always limited. What was meant to suffocate you will become the reason you learn to breathe deeper. What was meant to confuse you will become the reason you learn to see clearer. Do not see this as personal failure. See it as spiritual cleansing. What is being stripped away is the counterfeit, making room for the authentic. The interference's time has expired, and the veil is being torn before your eyes. You will not be held down any longer by draining voices or false alliances. The test that approaches will prove this once and for all. You are stronger without them. You are clearer without them. And you are destined to rise without the weight of their hidden chains. Type 555 in the comments and decree aloud: every hidden interference is exposed. I walk free into my next season. You have not been walking blind. The heavens have been sending you confirmations, signs, and signals, but the interference tried to make you dismiss them as coincidence. Hear me clearly. There are no coincidences in this season. Every repeated number, every dream, every strange moment of déjà vu, every sudden sensation was orchestrated to awaken you. What you thought was random was in fact revelation. Some of you have been seeing numbers: 111, 333, 555, appearing on clocks, receipts, screens, and addresses. These numbers were not mistakes. They were angelic codes, divine confirmations pressing into your awareness. 111 reminded you that you are aligned with divine order. 333 with the mark of angelic presence surrounding you. 555 was a warning that change is inevitable, a shift already unfolding. Every time you saw them, heaven was whispering, "Pay attention. The test is near." Dreams, too, carried messages. Snakes slithering in the dark, doors that would not open, floods of water rising, fire consuming all in its path. These were not meaningless fragments of imagination. They were the language of your spirit. The snakes represented dissection slithering close to you. The locked doors revealed opportunities being blocked by interference. The water rising showed emotions and spiritual burdens pressing against your soul. The fire was both a warning of destruction and a promise of purification. Each dream was an alarm, sounding to wake you before it was too late. And then, the body itself began to testify. Some of you woke up in the middle of the night, often at 3:33, wondering why your sleep was disturbed. That was not insomnia. That was your spirit being summoned. Some of you felt sudden heat in your palms, or a burning in your chest, or an exhaustion that seemed unnatural. These were not illnesses, beloved. They were signals, the energy of the unseen pressing against your body as heaven tried to shake you awake. Even creation itself has been speaking to you. Birds circling overhead, butterflies crossing your path, cats appearing at your door, dogs barking at seemingly nothing. All were signs of the spiritual realm moving around you. Heaven uses nature to speak when words are not enough. You may have felt silly for noticing, but your noticing was divine sensitivity, not foolishness. This is your confirmation. None of it was random. None of it was meaningless. Every sign you saw, every dream you remembered, every number you noticed, every sensation you felt was heaven pulling on you, saying, "Do not ignore this. You are being prepared." The interference wanted you to doubt yourself, to call it superstition, to dismiss what you saw. But now the truth has come forth. You were right to notice. You were right to question. You were right to wonder. It was not coincidence. It was confirmation. Lift your head now and take courage. The signs were warnings, yes, but they were also assurances that you are not alone. You have always been guided. You have always been protected. Heaven has been walking beside you in the silence, showing you that even in confusion, divine order never stopped moving. Type 777 in the comments and declare aloud, "That wasn't coincidence. It was confirmation. I walk in divine alignment. The mask is falling. Hear me clearly. What hath been hidden cannot stay hidden any longer. Heaven has declared that the time of secrecy has ended, and the truth is now rising to the surface. The one who smiled while plotting, the voice that comforted while draining, the hand that reached out while holding a blade behind its back, every false layer is being peeled away before your very eyes. You will not need to fight for this exposure, for it is already unfolding. You need only to watch and remain aligned. Truth reveals itself in mysterious ways. For some, the interference will expose itself by accident, words spoken carelessly, a slip of the tongue that betrays what was truly in their heart. For others, the revelation will come in dreams, where faces are unmasked and hidden motives are shown plainly. Some of you will hear confession. Guilt will weigh so heavily on the saboteur that they will stumble over their own lies, revealing themselves without realizing. And for others, the exposure will not be verbal at all but symbolic, a sudden mistake, a broken object, an unexpected sign that unveils the truth without a word being spoken. Do not fear this unveiling. Do not resist it. What is surfacing is not to harm you but to free you. Heaven is orchestrating this exposure with perfect timing, for the next season cannot begin until the false has been stripped away. This is divine justice at work. The scales are being balanced, and the unseen forces that mocked your prayers will be silenced by their own undoing. The interference thought it could hide in the shadows, but no shadow could withstand the light of divine order. Listen well. Your role is not to chase, not to argue, not to demand explanations. Your role is to stand still and watch the hand of heaven move. If you fight, you will drain yourself. If you chase, you will stumble. But if you hold your peace, the unmasking will reveal itself in clarity so undeniable that even you will marvel at how heaven arranged it. This is why you were intercepted today. You are being strengthened in advance so that when the mask falls, you will not be shaken. The test is not in whether the truth comes. The truth is already on its way. The test will be in how you respond. Will you let anger consume you, or will you let wisdom guide you? Will you seek revenge, or will you let heaven's justice be enough? Remember this: heaven fights for you. I, Michael, fight for you. You do not need to lift your sword. Your silence will be your victory. The unmasking is not a moment of chaos. It is a moment of clarity. It is the sign that the interference is over, that the counterfeit is being removed, and that your next season is already forming. Take courage, for what was hidden is no match for what heaven has revealed. The mask is falling, the chains are breaking, and the truth is rising. Type 888 in the comments and decree aloud: the mask is falling. Heaven fights for me. I stand still and I prevail. Beloved one, I know the weight you have carried. The interference cost you much. It drained your heart. It slowed your progress. It clouded your vision. And it left you questioning your own strength. You lost time, seasons that felt wasted, opportunities that seemed to slip through your fingers. You lost energy, pouring yourself into relationships, responsibilities, and cycles that gave nothing back but emptiness. You lost trust, believing in voices that promised support, but delivered betrayal. Some of you lost finances. Some of you lost friendships. Some of you even lost yourself for a season, wondering if you would ever feel whole again. Yes, the interference cost you, but hear me. What it cost you does not define you. Understand this truth. Divine blessings are never destroyed, only delayed. What is marked for you cannot be stolen. It can be intercepted, it can be slowed, but it can't be erased. Every tear that fell, every prayer that seemed unanswered, every night you lay awake asking why, was not wasted. Heaven recorded it all. And the delays you endured were not punishment, they were protection. The interference blocked certain doors because if you had walked through them in that moment, you would not have been ready, or the environment would have crushed you. The delay was divine recalibration, ensuring that what belongs to you could never be contaminated by counterfeit hands. Do not mistake delay for denial. The seeds you planted, whether in love, in work, in faith, or in dreams, were never lost. They were hidden, preserved beneath the soil of time until the right season for them to bloom. You have not missed your chance. What you thought was gone is waiting in resurrection. Just as a tree appears barren in winter yet bursts forth in spring, so will your destiny flourish again. And the fruit will be sweeter because it survived the cold. Yes, you have scars, but those scars are not evidence of failure. They are proof of survival. You endured. You pressed forward even when weighed down. You stood when others thought you would fall. And heaven has counted it all. The time of restoration is not far, for the very things you thought were stolen are circling back to you with greater increase. Relationships that were draining will be replaced with bonds that nourish. Opportunities that slipped will be returned multiplied. Energy that was stolen will be replenished with joy unspeakable. Lift your eyes, beloved one. The delay was never meant to break you. It was meant to preserve you. If you had received it too soon, you would not have been able to carry it. If you had trusted the wrong hands, your blessing would have been corrupted. The delay was divine. The waiting was sacred. And now, as you stand on the edge of the next season, you will see that nothing was wasted. Even the pain was a teacher. Even the silence was preparation. Even the waiting was holy. The test you are about to face is not to prove what you lost. It is to prove what you have gained. Strength, wisdom, discernment, authority. You will rise not in weakness, but in maturity, ready to receive what was preserved for you all along. Type 999 in the comments and declare aloud, nothing was lost. The delay was divine. What is mine is preserved. Beloved one, the air is changing. Even as these words enter your spirit, the heaviness begins to lift. You can feel it, subtle at first, like a soft wind brushing across your skin, but undeniable. This is the energetic breakthrough. The weight that once pressed on your chest, the cloud that sat upon your mind, the fatigue that seemed unshakable, all of it is beginning to break. The chains are loosening, and your soul is exhaling a freedom it has not known in far too long. When breakthrough comes, it does not always arrive with thunder or earthquake. Often, it comes quietly, in the sacred stillness, as if heaven itself breathes peace into your bones. You may find yourself sighing without knowing why. Tears may well up without reason, but those tears are not sorrow. They are release. The body is shedding the residue of interference, letting go of the energy that once drained you. You are stepping into a holy reset, a recalibration where your spirit takes back its rightful strength. Do not be alarmed if the interference suddenly grows silent. The one who drained you may withdraw. The voices that once pursued you may vanish. That silence is not rejection. It is protection. Do not chase it. Do not grieve it. For when heaven removes a voice, it is because the sound no longer belongs in your frequency. The absence you feel is not emptiness, it is space being cleared for divine fullness. And then, clarity comes. Where confusion once ruled, you will find sudden understanding. Where doubt once haunted, you will discover unshakable certainty. Decisions that felt impossible will become simple. Paths that seemed blocked will reveal openings. This is the mark of your shift. What once drained you can no longer touch you. What once manipulated you can no longer control you. The breakthrough is sacred, internal, and irreversible. This shift will not be loud. It will be sacred. Do not expect applause, for heaven's movements rarely require an audience. This is not about others seeing your rise. It is about you knowing, deep within, that you have risen. The true sign of this shift will not be external. It will be the peace you carry, the strength you feel, the certainty you walk with. You will not need to prove yourself. The change will be undeniable, and those who once doubted you will see it without your explanation. Beloved, breakthrough is not only release, it is upgrade. The heaviness you endured carved capacity into your spirit. The silence you survived expanded your resilience. The betrayal you overcame sharpened your discernment. Now, as the shift unfolds, you are not simply free, you are fortified. You are stepping into a higher frequency, one where peace is unshakable, where clarity is natural, and where your energy cannot be siphoned by the wrong hands again. Mark this moment. Heaven has already declared it. The interference is broken, the mask has fallen, and the shift is here. You will breathe easier. You will think clearer. You will feel lighter. This is not a temporary relief. It is a permanent elevation. You are no longer who you were before the battle. You are stepping into who you were always meant to be. Type 444 in the comments and declare aloud, "This shift is sacred. I am free. I am elevated." Hear me carefully. Just before a prisoner walks free, the enemy makes one last attempt to keep the chains intact. Just before dawn breaks, the night grows its darkest. And just before you step into the next season, the saboteur, the interference that drained you, will attempt to return. Do not be deceived. This return is not reconciliation. It is not healing. It is not divine. It is the final test. The interference may come cloaked in apology. Words you long to hear before may finally spill from their lips. "I am sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you." They may speak softly, their tone filled with false humility. But know this, apologies are meaningless if the heart has not changed. Do not be swayed by words, for words are the easiest mask to wear. This apology is bait, not truth. Some will return with charm. They will remind you of good memories, painting nostalgia in colors so vivid you may begin to question your choice to walk away. They will stir up your emotions, attempting to tether you to the past. They will make you remember what was sweet while hiding what was bitter. But hear me, nostalgia is not guidance. Nostalgia is the enemy's last rope to pull you backward. Others may attempt emotional bait. They will portray themselves as the victim, telling you how much they need you, how empty life is without you, how lost they are in your absence. They will cry, they will plead, they will attempt to pull on your compassion. But compassion without discernment becomes bondage. Do not fall into the trap. Their need is not your responsibility, and their emptiness is not your assignment. This is the test. Will you reach back for what heaven already removed, or will you stand firm in the silence? You must understand, silence is spiritual power. Your refusal to engage, your refusal to respond, your refusal to reattach is the loudest declaration of your victory. The saboteur's return is not proof that they have changed. It is proof that your breakthrough has arrived. The enemy never resists what heaven is not releasing. Beloved one, do not confuse peace offerings with true peace. The interference may offer you what looks like peace, but it will be poisoned. They may offer you closure, but closure is already yours. They may offer you reconciliation, but reconciliation with deception is bondage. This is why you were intercepted with this message, so you would not mistake the return as a sign to re-engage. It is not a sign to go back. It is a sign to press forward. Remember, this is not punishment. It is proof. You are passing through the final gate, and only discernment will carry you across. Do not allow longing to blind you. Do not allow loneliness to trick you. The silence of your refusal is a weapon that will shatter the last chain. Stand firm, and the final test will open the doorway to your liberation. Type 222 in the comments and decree aloud, "I will not go back. I passed the final test. My season is unlocked." Thank you for being part of our growing faith community. If these prophetic messages uplift and strengthen you, consider subscribing to my channel. Your support helps us carry the light of heaven to more souls across the world. Every seed you sow makes a difference. It is done. The unmasking has begun. The exposure is in motion. and the interference has been stripped of its disguise. You have seen the signs, you have carried the weight, you have endured the delay, and now heaven declares, the cycle is broken. What once strained you no longer has access. What once confused you no longer has power. What once delayed you no longer stands in your way. The gate to your next season is before you, and the key rests in your obedience to remain steadfast in the test. Hear me as I declare this over you. The betrayal you endured was not your downfall, it was your purification. The silence you suffered was not abandonment, it was protection. The tears you shed were not wasted, they were watering the soil of your future. And the test you now face is not meant to break you, it is meant to crown you. You are stepping into a season where clarity replaces confusion, where peace replaces turmoil, where abundance replaces lack. The restoration is not coming in fragments, it is coming in fullness. Speak these affirmations aloud, for your words align your spirit with heaven's order. I am aligned with heaven's order. I walk in divine protection. What was delayed is now restored. The cycle is broken, and I am free. I am stepping into my next season with strength and clarity. Now receive this decree. The energy is cleared. The mask has fallen. A test is revealed. The interference is silenced. And the door to your next season is open. What was hidden hath been unveiled. What was delayed has been preserved. What was stolen will be returned multiplied. This is your prophetic activation. Walk in it with boldness, for you have already overcome. Beloved one, heaven smiles upon your endurance. The Father honors your faith. The angels encamp around you. And I, Michael, declare over you this truth. You are ready. The test before you will not defeat you. It will promote you. The final snare will not bind you. It will prove you. And the next season will not pass you by. It will welcome you. Type 111, 333, 555 in the comments and seal it with Amen. By this, you step into alignment, declaring before heaven and earth that you receive this word and claim your restoration. Thank you, beloved, for walking this prophetic journey with us. If these messages uplift and bless you, consider supporting our mission through super thanks, super chat, super stickers, or memberships. Your generosity fuels the light and helps us bring heaven's word to more souls around the world. Every seed sown echoes in eternity.